documented that there has been broad misinterpretation of the CDC guidelines. So patients are being forced tapered to 0 or tapered to predefined doses. There's a failure to account for individual differences when deprescribing, and a failure to monitor, protect, and to be flexible and meet the individual needs of the patient. So there has been a growing outcry against iatrogenic opioid reduction risks, and specifically to forced opioid tapering and also rapid tapering. This has been really something that has been a groundswell of interest and attention among clinicians and patients and advocacy groups alike, culminating with a focus on this with the FDA and also the CDC to bring national prescribing into alignment with what has actually been put forward as best guidelines. Now, Dr. Brambing really set forward nicely some of the suicide data from the VA, and I'll look forward to seeing those data published. What we're seeing nationally is that there's very little that's known about the risks of deprescribing, among those being foremost suicidal ideation and also completed suicide. And while this is not my area of expertise, I would just like to bring to attention that there is desperately needed better data on these iatrogenic risks that occur to patients in the course of deprescribing. And so experts such as Dr. Kertez and patients such as Anne Fuqua have been categorizing some of these data that have been collated from patient reports, family reports, and also social media where patients have talked about being forced, tapered, or cut off of their opioids, and that being the antecedent to a suicide completion. Ultimately, we need better data on this topic, and we need systems and methods that protect patients. We need better data capture systems. Tapering methods matter greatly. The health of the patient is paramount. Rigid dose